I'm rolling.
Okay, well, my name is Stephane Prevost, and I'm originally from Montreal. And I came to Banff for the first time when I was 16 years old in 1980. I did the 2.5-day trip by bus from Montreal to Banff.
Whoa.
And when I arrived, I was completely swept off my feet. I fell in love with Banff from the very beginning. And I've been coming back ever since. I spent time here in the early 80s, then back out east, Montreal, New Brunswick in the late 80s, came back to Banff in the early 90s again. And this time, after 6 years in Japan, came back for good in 1998.
Wow, that's so cool. I love that. And like, what made you open this amazing business?
Well, this is the continuity to the other project that we have just over there across Banff Avenue, called Kitchen and Bar, and we wanted for quite some time to be able to open a second location to allow us to send more people over to another place, because as you may know, Block is quite a small place and it's very busy, very popular, and
I've tried to get reservations there, and it's just like, sorry, we're full. I know exactly what you mean.
So we've been wanting for quite some time to open a second location.
Wow.
And, this space became available post-pandemic this past summer. I shouldn't say post-pandemic, but after the first lockdown in March, this space became available, and we thought this is a good spot and let's do it. And for me, the concept of an izakaya has been a long dream of mine, and there still hadn't been an izakaya in Banff, a Japanese style, Japanese pub tavern kind of style, which offers a whole slew of different Japanese dishes, not just sushi, sashimi, but grilled meats and fishes and bowls and noodles and all sorts of things, right?
Yum! So you found a need.
Yeah, exactly. So I had this dream ever since I lived in Japan to open one in Banff.
That is amazing.
And so this came about, and with the awesome partners that joined into the project, other people that were partners in Block, and also some long-term staff from Block Kitchen and Bar as well, who were interested in becoming partners in this project. So there's a bunch of us that have become partners, owner of Shoku Izakaya, and we're able to jump from the successes that we have from Block and create Shoku Izakaya, which is the continuity of what Block is, but taken to one step higher with the broader, larger Japanese menu concept.
Wow. That is really cool. So you said you have multiple partners. How many is there?
Well, we have a total of 6.
Wow.
And four of them are partners that came from Block, the staff that I was referring to earlier, like amazing people, front of house. We have Jono and Leanne, who were like pillars of the front of house and the bar cocktail side of things at Block.
Wow.
And in the kitchen side, working with me at Block was Joel Martinelli and Isaac, who are the sous chefs here, and they're also partners as well.
That's incredible. So do you each run your own place, or do you work together to run one place? Because I know you have a couple places open, I've heard.
Yes.
So how's that all work?
Well, there's a bit of juggling involved for sure, but we also have a good nucleus of people, and part of that nucleus was also working already at Block. So there's been a migration, but we still kind of jump back and forth to make sure that Block is still doing well.
That is amazing.
Looked after, right? but obviously myself, Joel, and Isaac are spending a lot more time here, and obviously Jono and Leanne as well, to make sure that Shoku is launched properly, which is normal for a restaurant. You need to be there almost daily for the first 2-3 months and get that going. And but we're keeping a close eye on the block, and there's already a group of people, staff at the block, that are doing really well to keep the place as it should.
That is so cool. So between all of you guys, how many businesses have you opened so far?
Well, as far as we're concerned here, this particular group of people, this is our first project together.
Wow.
With the 6 partners of ours, which also includes Jehan and his wife Teresa from Seoul Country. So this is our first project as such for the 6 of us. The partnership at Block is a bit of a different structure.
That is really cool. So if someone is to come to your amazing shop, what would you recommend? Or sorry, that way, sorry. What would you recommend? Wrong way again.
Recommend to eat or drink?
Yeah, for like newcomers.
Well, there's quite a lot of good things. Like I said earlier, it's a very broad menu, and there's a bit of everything for everybody that likes Japanese food, cuisine. But not also just limited to Japan. There's also other influences. For example, we have a few good Korean dishes on the menu as well. A bit of Chinese influence here and there as well.
Ooh.
But so basically, you would say that we have like for lunch we have a good array of different bowls and such. Rice bowls with perennial favorites that also came over as crossovers from Block, such as Katsukuri rice bowl, which is a pork cutlet breaded, served over rice with a nice rich Japanese curry sauce.
Yum!
We have a daily ramen as well, which changes daily or weekly, depending on what we feel like doing for flavors.
That's incredible!
We have recently some things we've done during the takeout only restrictions. We've introduced a line of bento boxes that are doing really well. So a bento box is like a Japanese lunch box that you take, and it's got an assortment of rice and proteins or fish and vegetables and salad together.
I think so far the bento box is my favorite. So who came up with like the menu? Like who creates it?
Well, it's my creation basically.
Wow!
And, with the help of Great Kitchen team, we tweak the recipes, and we work on them to make sure that from the day we open, that they're all they're ready to they're good.
They're good. Yes. That is amazing.
Most important thing is that a lot of the dishes are actually fairly traditional dishes. Sometimes people will label Block or Shoku as being sort of Asian fusion. There is a little bit of that, but for the most part, it's all quite traditional dishes. Sometimes they will have a little tweak of our own.
Ooh, that's so cool. And what's inspiring you like right now, like to make your, like you said, you have weekly like switches, like the ramen noodles, all that.
Yep.
What's currently inspiring you?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, currently it's just about being able to put out good food, and with the repertoire of Japanese cuisine, there's so many things that you can do. So I've said from the beginning when we've opened Shoku is that for us, as far as daily specials are concerned or daily features, the possibilities are endless. There's a lot of different things that we can do.
That is amazing. And do you have to what time do you have to start pre-making the food?
Well, every day under normal circumstances, normal scheduling. If we're open, because right now I think everything's been all over the place with the COVID restrictions. But normally
it's not been challenging.
Yeah, under normal hours of operation, we would have somebody in the kitchen starting to prepare from 8 a.m., 9 a.m. at the latest, and getting ready to open for lunch at 11:30.
Amazing. So what do you do for your mental health?
What do we do for our mental health?
Yeah. When you're not here, pretty much.
Well, we're always here. So that takes care of our mental health.
Trying good food and
Yeah, we love what we do. We love being here. We're, Block and Shoku, the owners, the partners, the staff, we're a very tightly knit group. On the smaller end scale of staff, staff formulas, and we're very happy to work together, which is one of the most important things about the work culture is that we want to be happy with what we do. We want everybody to be happy with what they do and have a sense of pride and ownership in some ways. And that does great things for our mental. We have fun. We have fun in the kitchen. We have fun in the front of house. It has to be fun.
what advice would you give business owners that are just starting out?
Well, obviously, right now it's challenging times to start a business, but we did start this one in challenging times as well. Well, first of all, if you made the decision to get into business, in whatever type of business that is, whether it's restaurant or hotel or spa or anything, obviously you had an idea, you had a dream, and you had a commitment, and once you make that commitment, you just gotta jump in and have faith and enjoy the process. And if you believe in it, make it grow it yourself, and enjoy the moment, enjoy the ride, and keep in mind that you need to be surrounded by very good staff, very good people to be successful, because you can't do it by yourself.
That is great advice. Seriously, thank you so much for your time, and we loved having you on the show.
You're very welcome. My pleasure.